we move on to react to France drawing with Poland. Hence, they dropped second place in the group. Um, yeah, interesting game in my opinion. A game, honestly, I have to be honest. I watched this game and all that. Don't get me wrong. I was tuned into the game, but I was really like I had two screens. I had the main one and I had my iPad. I put this game on my iPad and I had the main screen up because I was the Netherlands Austria game, um, and but this game gave us a very interesting show. First of all, I just want to say it's weird. England, France, they have not rocked their blue jerseys yet at these European Championship. This is their first game. This is usually their main kit. I have to say, brilliant kit. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. I love that style of blue, that royal blue, with the matching shorts. I thought they all looked really tough out there. It looks so good. I love the royal blue color. Just a tough fit in my opinion. Tough jersey, tough kit. But regarding the game though, in general, um, France is never under Deschamps has never really been a team that dictates the tempo of a game, that dictates the rhythm of a game, and that's a dominant force that suffocates teams. Never been France, ever. They've always been a rather pragmatic, rather play in transition, rely on pace and talent of players that get it done in individual moments and just defend really well and protect the goal and just be tight unit, don't give up much space, not necessarily parking the bus, no nothing, but they keep it tight defensively and they play through that, they play through transition, and they pick and choose their moments where they really turn it on and really put pressure on the opposing team. They don't play 99 miles per hour all the time, and they've never been a team that'll dictate tempo and suffocate opponents with the ball and all that. That's never been their game, which I'm not discrediting them for it. I think that what works for them, and they've won a World Cup playing this sort of way, so I can't hate on it. They've also been to a European Championship final in 2016 and a World Cup final again in 2022, so they've had major success in the tournaments. But there is certain games that you will have to pay when you play this kind of style. And really, I've been surprised. I've been kind of surprised that it's taken this long. I think, in my opinion, Didier Deschamps, I don't know how it's taken this long. I don't know how he's protected him for this long. But I think Didier Deschamps was definitely going to pay a price at some point for playing Upamecano. There had to be some sort of price that he paid. And it came in the 78th minute, 77th minute or so, where he made a horrible attempt to play the ball, just a horrible attempt in a bad area of the box, concedes a penalty, and brings Poland an opportunity. Because let me just be honest. Before that play, before Upamecano hands Poland the opportunity to get back into this game, Poland showed no signs of even threatening to scare Macmahon. They had no sort of real. I had no real thought that they were gonna find the breakthrough. They showed none of those capabilities, and in that situation, the last thing you can do, you do is concede a penalty. And this Upamecano question, a lot of people have been pondering for Saliba to start amongst this French team, and Didier Deschamps, he finally gives him the opportunity, and we all think he's giving him the opportunity for Upamecano, but Upamecano keeps his spot, and it's Konate that hits the bench, and Konate that's been very, very good when he's played for France too, really good. He actually started for them in the World Cup semifinals against Morocco. I believe when Varane was injured. Was it Varane or Upamecano? I don't know. One of those were injured, and he played really, really well. Konate has played in big games and been really big important for France. He's had a good season at Liverpool. He's a good center back overall. I thought Konate was going to be the one that started alongside, but he decided to keep going with Upamecano, and Upamecano that got a benched at Bayern. Upamecano that makes so many bad mistakes in bad areas. Just overall, he's talented, but he's a clumsy defender, and he made a clumsy play. And when you play the way that France play, You know, you could get those individual moments could be the death of you. And by the way, after Poland was able to get that penalty to make it back 1-1, when we thought they had no chance to to get themselves back into the game, but that next 5 to 10 minutes or so seemed like Poland could potentially go on to win it. They will really look like the dominant force. In France, they struggled to get a foot on the ball for the next 5-10 minutes. It was France that were put on the back foot. Now France were able to withstand the pressure, and then they got their opportunities over the last few minutes. But at the end of the day, it was just too little, too late from this France team. As you know, as they're missing something. They're missing something. Now, for me, France under Deschamps, they've played their best football in international tournaments when they've had Giroud up top to play that sort of number 9 role, but can also be a target man that can bring in the likes of Griezmann, Dembele, and Mbappe into play, and be just more than just a typical number 9. For me, he's always been, whenever he started for France, they've always played their best attacking football. And these European Championships have not been their best attacking football. The last World Cup was when he was playing. The European Championship beforehand was not their best football when Giroud was not playing. The World Cup before that, though, it was when Giroud was playing. I think the level of performances from this national team in terms of attacking play has been much better with Giroud starting. And, it's clear that Deschamps doesn't think he's there at that level at this point in his stage, and he's more of a guy that comes in off the bench. But I mean, no, the attack does not look threatening at all. At all. On all 3 games, the attack has not created much opportunities. Even in this game, they didn't make Skorupski work. He had a very brilliant game in my opinion. But there was some times in the game where you really thought there was a lack of cutting edge amongst this French team, which is crazy because France never really been, even their breakthrough has been a penalty. They've scored 2 goals this tournament. 2 goals this entire tournament. It's been an own goal in that opening game, an own goal which, the Austrian player literally headed the ball in his own goal. Like he redirected the ball into his own goal. It was a really bad own goal. And then a penalty today. They have not scored. No French player has scored a single goal from open play. This entire tournament, that's not a good look at all. That's really not. No, I wouldn't say really concerning because I think France are able to turn it on. If you look at that bench, oh my goodness. But the performance is not good enough. And honestly, this is a devastating, not devastating, but a massive moment for them, because now they're having to go onto the difficult side of the bracket with Germany, Spain, and Portugal. Their potential pathway to European Championship final is not, in terms of the round, let me get this clear though, in terms of the round of 16 tie that they're going to face, finishing second or first in this group doesn't matter, because you're going to be playing a second place team from another group no matter what. No matter the first or the second place team, they're both going to be facing a second place team in the round of 16. But this puts you in the tough side of the bracket with France, Spain, with Germany, Spain, Portugal. That's a difficult side of the bracket to be in. And France does have the quality to still get through that side of the bracket. They still have the quality, the ability amongst the players, the experience, all that. But they just make it that much harder for themselves. And also, France has made their runs in these international tournaments off the basis where they've been able to rest a lot of their key guys in their third game. In the situations where in the tournaments that they have not been able to rest their key guys in the last game, their runs have not lasted that long at all. When you look at it's only been one tournament like that in the Deschamps era, and it was the 2021 Euros, where they got eliminated in the round of 16. They really benefited a lot from Deschamps being able to rest in that final game. And he wasn't able to do that because he was trying to chase this first place, and they weren't able to do that either. So it's kind of a lose-lose. Now, they were able to make sure that they didn't finish third, because if they lost this game, that's also a potential chance, which would have been even worse for them. But still, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel like France still has what it is to turn it on, and I'm not. And I still think that they are the favorites to win this tournament. In terms of generality, like I didn't choose them to win it, but in terms of in general, I think they should still be considered the favorites to win this tournament because of, you know, because of everything that they've proved as a national team under Deschamps. But you know, it is a massive, massive result. This is, and this makes it that much harder for them to win the European Championships. And I think it is a big, big deal. And um, they've been underwhelming this European Championship. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it.